The Chicago River winding its way through the heart of the Windy City. Our sight tonight. Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and we'll have David Aldridge filling us in from the sideline. And here's what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Lakers. On Friday, they'll head back home to host the Miami Heat. Then on Sunday, they'll take on Marc Gasol and the Toronto Raptors. And David Aldridge is standing by for our pregame report. David, good evening.
Well, LeBron James is closing in on the top 3 all-time list in scoring. LeBron said, "It's an honor," but he added, "Scoring has never been on my list of goals. Facilitating, rebounding, defending, getting blocked shots and things of that nature always ranked above that." Kevin, he has filled up the box score for a long time.
He can impact the game in so many ways. DA, thank you. Clark, I'm assuming all the coaches in the NBA have put in their new plays by now, or am I wrong? Will they introduce some new things, new actions throughout the season?
Well, I tell you what, you talk about the coaches in the NBA, they all have PhDs in basketball, and they are always tinkering and making adjustments, Kevin.
And now the Lakers starting group, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Green and Rondo in the backcourt, and it's Howard in at the center filling out the middle. And for Chicago, Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. And it's Carter in at the 5, roaming the paint. Rondo with it. Dishes to LeBron. Count that one.
That's as good as you can defend LeBron inside, and it's still not good enough.
And so Levine will bring it up now for Chicago. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
Absolutely, especially on the road when you need those guys off the bench to up the ante.
Now here's Porter. Rebounded by Howard. LeBron. Oh, what a dunk!
Tell you what, just add that one to the highlight reel. James is truly one of the greatest slam dunkers of all time.
Rondo against White. Floats one. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Here's Los Angeles now. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
They found their rhythm and kept piling it on. And a huge boost of confidence on the road for sure.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good.
And last season, really not a fun one for Dwight Howard as he missed a lot of time. A lot of games left on the table by him as he has battled those back issues.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. And with Howard, his presence was missed in the lineup last year due to injuries.
And Howard isn't what he once was, but he can still make a difference on the floor. That size and rebounding really hard to replace on a team by just one player.
The Lakers with a quick start to this game. 6-point game. And going against Chicago, their first meeting of the season.
An interconference matchup. They faced these guys twice a season, and last year they took both games.
2 teams in the bottom of the East and West, as you said, these regular season victories count for more. Both hungry for a win tonight.
And Davis sends it back.
Boy, I tell you what, Davis uses his length so well. I mean, a defensive stalwart who holds his ground, and because of his timing and length and athleticism, he's an excellent shot blocker.
Off the inbound.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
And finished off by Davis.
How about the leaping ability of Davis? Easily gets off the ground to throw it down. And he's a quick jumper and decision maker.
Now here's Markkanen. He had 13 points in the win against the Pacers in Indianapolis. Carter with it. He's picked up by Rondo. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you look at Wendell Carter Jr., the center out of Duke. Fantastic blend of size and mobility. A lot to like about what he can do.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. And he makes the first. And with Wendell Carter Jr., we saw flashes of his potential last season.
Easy to see why he was a snap pick at 7 for the Bulls back in 2018. As he gets more comfortable in his role and his teammates lean on him, he could be a force.
Carter hits them both. So it's the Lakers now. James outside. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Zach LaVine.
Boy, LeBron's taking a lot of punishment over the years. For him, just part of the game.
This is his first free throw of the game.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
And, guys, that was an element of his game that he could not get turned around. I mean, he was really in a funk.
Take a break.
And it lasted all season.
And the first one at the line is good.
And, you know, with LeBron coming to L.A., the Lakers trying to speed up their timeline. I mean, the roster never quite got gelled. The end result, LeBron's first time outside the playoffs since 2005, which was his second season as a pro. That's a remarkable, remarkable run.
And both free throws good for LeBron. And when you look back on LeBron's first year in Los Angeles, Clark, how would you rate it?
Well, I think a mild disappointment, but remember now, before he got hurt, they were 4 or 5 games above 500, but the injuries, some other drama, really changes in the front office, instability led to a disappointing and frustrating season.
Plenty of space. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
Wide open, and still, surprisingly, he wasn't able to cash in.
White against Howard. Outside, White. 6 on the shot clock. Over LeBron. And it's White missing.
Fantastic positioning there to contest that one.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he challenged the shot, and you can see the effects on the release of that shot. I mean, it turned a simple jumper into a tough one.
Now here's James. 23 points for him the last game against San Antonio.
And his passing also off the charts in that game. In just about every aspect of their offense, he was dialed in.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. Well, it was speculated all of last season and shortly after the finals ended that Anthony Davis had his wish fulfilled by getting traded to the Lakers.
And Davis and LeBron make as scary a duo as you can think of in the NBA. Missed out on some of the other marquee free agents, but AD will get a plethora of looks playing alongside LeBron. While we have the time, let's take a look at last season's best transition team. The Lakers second.
I mean, this is such a tough team to deal with. You see the numbers. They would just push the ball at every opportunity.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Carter, the pass to Levine. And too long on the shot. And here's Los Angeles. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. On the wing, Green. Guarded by Porter. And LeBron with the basket, the assist by Green. 8 points for LeBron.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Markkanen dishes to Levine. That's tipped. From 11 feet away, after 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
You know, he wants to be more aggressive from there. I like watching Levine work the mid-range game into his game.
Rondo passes to Davis. Pass to James. Here's White. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And what body control. Even when White gets bodied up, he sticks with his shot.
Davis, the pass to James. Back to Davis. Another shot. And it's Davis with the jam.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes a team. You know, he looks a little off-kilter to me this quarter, still trying to find his rhythm.
Yes, that goes in.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Now here's White. Lays it up and banks it in.
Yeah, under control. White has those short, quick strides.
And so James will bring it up for Los Angeles. 10-point lead. Back to Davis. And they double up Davis. Now Porter. 8 points his last outing. Levine can't hit.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
And Howard with the stuff.
Great reach that time by Howard. He went way upstairs to throw that one down. Can pretty much get any pass that's around the goal.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. And the trade for Anthony Davis, a risk for the Lakers, but they feel, Greg, that both sides will find an extension this offseason.
There is mutual interest from both sides. Lakers made the trade, confident Davis would resign. A bit of a leap of faith, but the Lakers did everything they could to secure Davis long term.
I'm a slick red type of, cause my band's big, girl. Wanna take a picture? I hope you don't try to take none. Think I'm lying?
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. The Lakers also making some changes. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Rajon Rondo. And Dwyane Wade subbed in for Green. And Satoransky kicks to Dunn. Clock at 6. All sorts of time. A rebound by the Lakers. Davis has got his 5th rebound in this one. Kuzma inside. Dunn covering. The shot's good from Kuzma.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Cornette kicks to Young. Puts it up from 12. That one wide left. Lakers leading by 14. LeBron passes to Waiters. Yes, it's James picking up the assist.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
And the Lakers making a change here. McGee's checked in. James, it's tipped. Fast break, here comes Chicago. Rips down the breakaway slam.
A fantastic heads-up play there from Young to find the open man.
Here's Hutchison, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Way ahead of the field. He can do pretty much whatever he wants.
You know, and not leaving anything to chance either. That's why he takes it right to the bucket.
Now here is McGee. Up top, Kuzma. McGee dishes to LeBron. Just 5 to shoot. Howard in the post. Off on the layup.
Boy, that's a look he has to finish, and he knows it. Blown opportunity.
Here's Satoransky, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That's on LeBron James. The Bulls have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
At the line for the Bulls, 2 shots.
Free throw good, Satoransky. And Coach Jim Boylan agreeing to a multi-year extension with the Bulls this summer, Greg.
And taking that interim tag off his title as head coach, Boylan, with over 30 years of coaching experience, afforded the opportunity to continue developing this young core.
Markieff Morris is checked in for the Lakers. He's perfect from the line this time.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
LeBron up top, Dunn covering. Pulls up on the wing. James misses.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now here's Waiters. There's 48 seconds left to play in the first. Now here is McGee. He's guarded closely. And again, Chicago running the court in transition. Dunn shot's good.
Well, you always have to do your best to keep up with Chris Dunn, guys. I mean, just absolutely remarkable in transition, given his athleticism.
Now here's James. 8 points for him.
Chicago foul call.
And the Bulls making a change here. Valentine's checked in.
Denzel Valentine.
There's 25 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Got a piece of it. Here's Dunn. An 11-point game for him in the win against the Pacers in Indianapolis.
And a lot of those points came at the free throw line. Really because of his aggression. He was playing the game with force, always catching his man on his heels.
And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Back up, back up, back up, back up.
Back up, back up, back up, back up. Back up, back up, back up, back up. Back up, back up, back up. Back up.
I'm ready.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Bulls.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
Here's Harrison. And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Taking a look at the Lakers. Markieff Morris is out there with JaVale McGee. Then it's LeBron James. Then there's Dwyane Wade. And it's Kuzma in at the 3 slot.
Well, one thing you like there is the extra pass. Evidence that the game is starting to slow down for Dunn.
LeBron outside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, I don't think it's been a secret. I mean, LeBron James hopes to become the greatest of all time. At least that's my perspective on it. Last season, he surpassed his idol, Michael Jordan, in career scoring. He called it one of the real pinnacles of his career.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, LeBron. And you might think about what sets LeBron James apart among the all-time greats. He's the only player who's top 10 in both scoring and assists.
Well, I would even take it a little further, guys. His overall all-around brilliance is what truly separates him from the rest of the great players, because he's top 20 in steals as well as approaching top 50 in rebounds. That's remarkable, and he's done it from day one.
Here's Harrison. There's the pass to Cornette. Pass to Valentine. Just 5 on the clock. Fires the 3. Kuzma pulls it in.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Denzel Valentine. That's his first foul. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Done against James. 6 to shoot. Young with the steal.
And the turnovers are what stand out. I know they're leading, but it's going to catch up to them if they keep wasting possession.
Well, while we have a second, let's go to the 2K leaderboard for a list of the league's top shooters from last season. Third is JaVale McGee.
Put the ball in the bucket. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? I mean, just ask him. He'll have the answer for you.
That free throw missing. Clark, you ever think we'll see a player coach in the NBA again?
I don't think so, Kevin. The role is just so demanding. You know, it requires so much, and there's so much scrutiny now. I don't think you can effectively play and coach in this day and age. No, I don't think you'll see it happen.
Last one we saw was Dave Cowens back in the late 70s, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's right. And that's a long time ago, man.
With the Boston Celtics.
Yep.
Lakers leading by 6. Here's Kuzma, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And Kyle Kuzma, a late pick in the 2017 draft, but he's shown that he's as strong a prospect as any.
Yeah, flew under the radar as a prospect, but came in with a very refined game and was an impact player early on. Has already started to expand his game. Should see an even bigger role as he develops as a player.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops.
And positionless basketball, all the rage, and Kyle Kuzma really fits that mold. Is he a 3? Is he a 4? I don't know, but he gets buckets.
Rajon Rondo's checked in for James. That one misses. And very light-footed is Kuzma. Moves well for his size.
You know, kind of a tweener in terms of build, but he has the ability to light up that scoreboard, something every team can use. And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Now here's Waiters. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's blocked, and that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession. So for the Bulls, Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Luke Cornett. Markkanen comes in for Thaddeus Young, and it's White in for Dunn. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Rondo. Harrison with the rebound. Bulls trail by 7. Right side, White. Pass to Valentine. It's Carter, high post. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on JaVale McGee.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Lakers?
And they've made an effort to get to the line here in the first half, guys, and it's starting to pay off.
You know, we've seen them bearing their fair share of mid-range jumpers tonight, too. I mean, that's a good start for them.
No good on that one. Zach LaVine's checked in for Valentine. And the Lakers also making a switch. Danny Green, he's checked in for Waiters. So he comes up empty, missing both.
And still haven't hit a single free throw this quarter. And the feeling has been that the Lakers needed to acquire more veteran talent to put alongside LeBron, and they've done just that.
And, you know, time is creeping up on LeBron. He turns 35 this season. Really, for the Lakers, the time is now if they're going to compete to get him another ring and perhaps themselves another banner.
Markkanen from outside. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And the quick trigger of Markkanen is impressive. He's got such a fluid release, too, especially on these catch-and-shoot jumpers.
Outside Rondo. Pass to Morris.
All right, here's a look at stats for Zach LaVine. He's coming off an excellent season. He averaged about 23 points a game last year, 4 assists and 4 rebounds. And you talk about guys who just have a nose for putting up points. He is one of them.
Yeah, he sure is, and he rarely has back-to-back bad games. If he has an off night, he usually follows that up with a big night.
And he knocks down the first one. Clark, among the bigs, which one do you think runs the floor the best?
Boy, I tell you, Anthony Davis is gazelle-like, and this guy is north of 7 feet tall and is just agile and quick in getting up and down. I think I'd put him at the top of the list. Clint Capella is in that category, and Giannis Antetokounmpo as well, but a lot of times he has the ball and is taking it rack to rack.
He does. Brings it up like a guard, and no one can stop him.
Nobody can stop that guy when he gets coming downhill at
you. Trying to get open is Carter. Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads. Cut down to 6 and the bucket from LaVine.
You know what you get there? LaVine strong enough now to take on contact. Able to complete the play.
Kuzma outside. Here's Morris. Out to Kuzma. Cans it from downtown. Kuzma's got 8 points.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
Levine finds White. Carter looking around. He's looking for Levine and finds him. Can't cash in from close range.
And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
Greg, simply controlling the glass. I mean, plus 10 is the advantage in rebounds right now.
Here's Levine after Rajon Rondo's bucket. High arcing shot. It's not going to go for him.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
And Davis puts it in.
And, you know, got to admire the patience inside from Davis. Outstanding at staying under control, taking his time, and burying the quality shot.
Now here's White. Harrison passes to Markkanen. And the Bulls with another miss.
Yeah, but the defense was determined not to give him an inch of free space.
And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession. Let's take a look at the 2K leaderboard to find out who are the best shooters from behind the arc last season. You take a look at Green, second in the league, extremely accurate from beyond the arc.
The bucket must have looked 3 feet wide to him last year. I mean, very deserving in terms of that spot among the league leaders from 3.
Now here is Carter. They need this. He can't get that one. Good work defensively by Morris. Lakers leading by 13. Poked loose. Rondo passes to Davis. Fades and shoots. And again, it's the Lakers.
His shooting has been outstanding here. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
It's good. Levine's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, I like seeing Levine, guys, waste no time firing away. I think his decision-making and shot selection and passing getting better.
Now here's Rondo. Outside, Green. Outside, Davis. Shot clock at 6. From deep three-point range. The shot by Rondo is no good. And it's Harrison with the ball for Chicago. Trailing by 13. They've got the Hawks ahead of them in their next game, and it's in Atlanta. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Kuzma outside. Passes it to Davis. Outside, Green. Wants to get it to Morris and does. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Lakers lead by 13.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Chicago Bulls continue to be a team in rebuild mode. They traded for Otto Porter at the deadline last season, and that seemed like a turning point. It lessened the logjam in the front court, and his versatile game fit well with some of the young players. Now that they've added rookie Kobe White with other moves this summer, fans are eager to see this young team take the next step. Kevin?
And David, they've got some pieces too. Thank you. So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. And Clark, when you look at how the game has changed, if you were entering the league today, how would you reshape your skill set?
Well, the biggest part would be expanding my shooting range. I was a good shooter at the time that I played, but would need to expand it and was just starting to stretch out my shooting to the three-point line. And then also defensively, be a little more committed to that end of the floor, really working to get better there. But ball handling, passing, scoring, rebounding, those were things that I did pretty well.
So for the Bulls, Chandler Hutchison. He's checked in for Wendell Carter. Porter comes in for Harrison, and Satoransky subbed in for White. The Lakers also making some changes. Howard's checked in for Morris. James comes in for Kyle Kuzma, and it's Waiters in for Rajon Rondo.
The assistant, Dwight Howard.
Now here's Satoransky. He has 6. Now the pass to Hutchison. For 3, Levine. They get it back.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it?
Definitely. You're not going to make plays like that unless you expend the energy.
2 minutes!
Bulls trail by 10. Satoransky, the pass to Markkanen. He kicks it to Porter. And finished off by Porter.
And being 6'8", dunking, not an issue for Porter. All he needs is good position, and he's good to go.
James against Porter. It's LeBron with the drive. It's deflected. Here's Levine. No good on the shot. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. At one point, they led by 16. And that one's good by LeBron. LeBron's got 12.
Hard to play better defense than that, guys. But right there, James simply overpowered it.
Outside Porter, the 3. The shot's good on the assist by Satoransky.
He started slow, but now in the second quarter, he's finding his groove.
Lakers leading by 7. LeBron right side. Pass to Howard. Back to LeBron. Over Porter. Trying to get open is Davis. LeBron, no good.
Even though they have the lead, you can tell he's frustrated with himself that he's not doing more.
And that one's good by Porter.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And here is James. 12 points for him. Howard. And Howard with the second chance points. Howard's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Such a great rebounder. Athleticism and length. Dwight Howard knows how to use those gifts that he possesses.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks a lot. Dwight, what did you guys do to get the lead?
We're just trying to play good defense. It's tough down there, but we're doing a good job of making them just shoot one shot and get out and run.
We'll see if we can keep that going in the second half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everyone. That was a combination of everybody and everyone. Everyone. Did you catch that?
I got it.
Yeah, Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. How about that first half, fellas? It's the Lakers out on top at halftime. They've got the 7-point lead. Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Lakers?
Well, Kenny knows about this. I used to do this to his team all the time. Take advantage of you down low. Mismatch. Barbecue chicken alert. Make good entry passes. That led to some good looks. Obviously, a lot of points. When you control the paint, Ernie, you control the game. I was the master of controlling fight paint. Shaquille O'Neal.
And Kenny, let's get your input on the Bulls.
Well, the differential in rebounding was huge. And it goes back to the fundamentals, blocking out and just maintaining position. Instead, they went to the lazy man route, flying in the air, trying to steal rebounds. Well, that didn't work. No one is going to give you an easy rebound. They need to show some fight.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. And it's Carter in at the center position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Now, here's Porter. 6 on the shot clock. And Davis sends it back.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Greg, and that's been the key to this lead. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
And when you're open, Rondo finds you, always has his head on a swivel.
And here are the Bulls now, following the bucket by the Lakers. Here's Carter. Offensive rebound. And the shot goes in.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Now here is Davis. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Here's James. And so the ball out of bounds. Howard touched it last.
And taking a look here at the numbers for Otto Porter. A very nice season for him last year. Put up about 14 points per, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. The contributions he's been making on the floor have been a boon for this team. Great stretch of games for him.
Yeah, you know, they've given him more responsibility, and he's responded. And the way he's going, I think his role is only going to increase.
And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That is his first foul of the game. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Here's Carter.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Green misses off the right iron.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
When you watch Lauri Markkanen play, it's easy to see how easy it is for him to put up points. Attacks from all spots on the floor and has a great touch on that shot, especially for a man his size.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. And really, Greg, the only knock on Markkanen is that he can be too passive at times.
And I suspect that will fade as he grows more comfortable in the league. You have to remember how young he is and missed a good amount of time with injury during that second year.
So he gets them both.
Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
James, the pass to Howard. Left side, Davis. Over Markkanen. And Davis with the basket on the assist by Howard. 14 points for Anthony Davis.
As dangerous as he is inside, Davis gives opponents nightmares when he's able to get to the mid-range. He's very reliable when he steps back and takes the jump shot.
Now here is Carter. Clock at 6. Levine against Davis. That one goes in. And 11 points for Zach Levine.
You know, he's becoming a more well-rounded scorer, guys. Buckets like this demonstrate Levine's ability to finish from anywhere.
Porter against LeBron. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Still playing at an MVP level. LeBron James, the greatest player of his generation, and some would argue of all time. We can't take for granted what we've been able to witness.
The first one falls. And now in his mid-30s, LeBron showing no sign of slowing down.
Man, his dedication to training and really maintaining his body, second to none. Alongside his prodigious athleticism, it seems that's made a huge difference.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Carter. Young comes in for Markkanen, and it's Valentine in for Levine.
You look at LeBron James, he's truly a remarkable talent. And every season he seems to add something else to his game. It's been fun watching him, and I'm not sure how much longer we're going to see him at this level.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Trying to get open is Davis. LeBron's shot is good. James has got 18 points in the game.
Yeah, they call him the freight train. LeBron James, when he's coming down the court like that, good luck trying to stop him.
Here's Cornett. He can't get it to go. And it's Davis with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. At one point, they led by 16. Here's White. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Pass to Cornett. This one for three. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. They'll be playing host to Miami for the next game. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's Davis. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Chicago calls timeout.
And guys, aggressive in creating his own shots, but thus far they have not been falling. Probably a good time to try and devote some of that energy to getting others involved.
Don't know it like myself. I say self-made, meaning I design myself. Fade, you can pull my foul yourself. Myself, yeah. Right, I like the life up here. West side 60, I might got. Standing so tall, I think I might got still. Legendary baller like Mike, like Will. 96 Impala, more wheels. Up against the wall, that 5 hills. Like a boss asked me how.
Chicago making some changes. Harrison comes in for Porter, and it's Dunn in for White. And the Lakers also making a change. Kuzma's checked in. Here's Harrison. He's covered by Rondo. Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut down now to just 9 in the basket from Harrison.
His mid-range shot is very solid. I mean, for some reason, the defense let him have it.
Now here is Davis. 16 points for him, and it's McGee with the jam.
And this kind of athleticism at the center position, pretty remarkable. I mean, McGee letting it all hang out there.
Back to Dunn. Passes it to Harrison. And Young now, top of the key. And it's Dunn in the corner. Clock at 4. Over LeBron. Dunn misses. Lakers leading by 11. The drive by James, and he uses the glass on the layup. LeBron's got 10 points in just the second half. And Chicago shooting is leaving something to be desired, just 36% here in the third quarter. Harrison scanning the floor. Here's Young. The shot's good.
Young is often overmatched because he's not as big as other power forwards, but he still finishes inside at a high rate.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, there's not a lot of NBA players who come from Finland. But now there's Lauri Markkanen. Before him, there was Hanno Matala, who was actually Lauri's high school coach. Markkanen is soft-spoken and family-focused, but he says everything starts from basketball. All the decisions I make are based on if it helps me on the basketball court. Kevin?
Terrific attitude, David. Thanks. And it's Davis finishing it off.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways, and that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
Another thing they've done tonight well is share the ball. So many of their points have come off of good, crisp passes.
And that one falls for Anthony Davis.
Davis is really the total package, a mobile, sharp-shooting big guy who can score from everywhere.
Here's Satoransky. Excellent D there from Waiters.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Here's Satoransky following the basket by LeBron James. Now the Lakers on the break. Kuzma with the ball. And it's good, 2 points. Kuzma's got 10.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balanced. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
Now, here's Satoransky. He's got 8. Fades. They grab their own miss. And Davis sends it back. Waiters surveying the D. The pass to Davis. Overdone. It's hauled in by Cornette. Cornette's got his 5th rebound in this one. To the paint. Hutchison passes to Cornette. They need this one. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron. Los Angeles leading by 18. James outside. LeBron is doubled. Here's Hutchison, guarded by Kuzma. And the basket by Hutchison. And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
That's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
Now here is McGee. Waiters for 3. It's good from long range. Waiters got his 2nd bucket.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Chicago calls timeout. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
And he's been taking it to the rack all game, and they haven't been able to contain him. They have to put up better fight on the inside.
changes for Chicago. Carter, he's checked in for Luke Cornett. Lauri Markkanen comes in for Thaddeus Young. And Zach LaVine subbed in for Chris Dunn. The Lakers also with a sub. Morris is checked in. Here's Hutchison. Pass to Markkanen.
Screen coming.
No good off the back of the rim. And here's James. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. It's stolen by Carter. 1:04 left to play here in the third. Satoransky against James. And Satoransky kicks to LaVine. 4 on the clock. 14 feet away. It's good. LaVine's got 13 points.
Relentless in his attack. Zach LaVine, once he gets into a rhythm, man, what a scorer this guy is.
LaVine against James. There's 31 seconds left in the third. And that one, good.
There is a bunch to appreciate about LeBron's game. His passing is off the charts. Just look at that feed.
LaVine dishes to Carter. 15 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Outside, LaVine. Misses the three. Kuzma, left side. That one's not going to go. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Los Angeles. He's up to 26 points in the game now. Just keeps pouring in the buckets. Back right after this. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Lakers leading by 19. Taking a look at the Lakers. Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. Howard is out there with Morris, and it's Waiters in at the 1.
You know, you don't always get that opportunity, so those are the ones you hate to miss.
LeBron with the block.
This is what makes LeBron so special. He does it at both ends. Great tenacity on defense.
And here are the Bulls now. Three-pointer, Markkanen. The Lakers with the rebound. Howard's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. James kicks to Waiters. The 17-footer. Markkanen pulls it in. Markkanen's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Porter against James. Right side, White. 5 on the clock. No good. Shot missing. Good work defensively by Morris. It's stolen by Carter. Porter looking it over. The dish now to White. LaVine passes to Carter. Great D that time from Howard. Lakers leading by 19. Here's Waiters. Howard kicks to Waiters. Back to Howard. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. 6 to shoot. It's blocked.
And that's evidence that Markkanen is working on his defense, and it's critical that he does so. And blocks like this show he's making good strides.
And it's Carter missing.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
And the dunk by James.
And finally, someone scores.
Yeah, it's been a defensive battle to say the least, partner. Good to see at least somebody got the ball in the basket. Finally.
Here is Porter after the basket by Los Angeles. Back to Levine from the arc. Second chance shot. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to go on Markieff Morris. Hey, Clark, the NBA moved the presentation of the MVP award to after the conclusion of the finals. Do you like that?
Yes and no. I think you have two separate awards. You could have a playoff MVP or a finals MVP, which we have. And then you have a regular season MVP. The MVP is for the body of work done during the regular season. So I think there should be a clear separation between the two, quite honestly. So, no, I don't like it.
At least you're honest, Clark. That free throw, no good. Davis is checked in for Los Angeles. Rondo comes in for Waiters. And he sinks the second. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Pass to Davis. Back to LeBron. The Lakers rebound. Howard, the pass to Davis. And another shot. Shoots, and at last they get one to fall. 10 points for Howard.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
Now here's Levine. Shot clock at 5. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Dwight Howard. Oh, you just watch Levine play, and you can see the athleticism he possesses. Greg just explodes anytime he wants to.
And guys, with Levine, the speed and first step have always been there for him. But you can see the strength he's added to his game since his rookie year whenever he goes at the rim.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
He makes 1 of 2 that time. Are any changes you'd like to see made in the process when players and teams are fine for any number of things, incidents on the floor or off the floor?
Well, I think there's a place for fines and the different amounts depending on how egregious the act is by a player or team makes some sense, I think, having different categories. But I'm one that would rather hit hard and less often. So I think if you want to minimize the number of finable offenses, then make the penalty be greater for those things that are finable.
That's going to be over and back, not watching for the line that time.
That's only the first turnover, guys. He's been safe as an option for them at the offensive end.
Porter against LeBron from downtown. Tips it up, and Howard with the second chance points. Howard's got 4 this quarter.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Back to White. Carter against Howard. 5 to shoot. Carter kicks to White from past the arc. Rebounded by the Lakers. Davis has got 11 rebounds in the game.
Certainly not the kind of night he was looking for at the offensive end, and it's had a ripple effect on the team.
James And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
When LeBron has it inside like that, I mean, it's almost impossible to stop him. Worst case scenario, he's going to get himself to the foul line.
And he can't get the first one. Last season, the NBA announcing the launch of a league in Africa, along with FIBA. Clark, what do you think of that move?
I think it's another example, Kevin, of the globalization of the game and the NBA's intentional, purposeful way of expanding and continuing to grow the game for the sake of the business of basketball, which is a game that obviously you and I love.
And Clark, we see so many foreign players come into the NBA and play well. Not just play, but play well.
Yeah, and not just Africa, although
right.
a number of players from Africa, but a number of different countries have signed on. It could make for a more exciting league.
Now, here's Valentine. Knocked away. From deep. And the Bulls with another miss.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
You know, that's a trademark of his defense. Quick to react, close down the shooter, and then affect the shot.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
Here's Cornette. Valentine with it. Fast break, the Lakers for the finish. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
Well, you can't take the length of Caldwell Pope lightly. He's excellent at using it to come up with steals.
Dunn kicks to Valentine. Here's Cornette. He's guarded by Davis. Will it go? And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Caldwell Pope. Clark, when you think of athleticism specifically, talk about the changes athletically we've seen in the league, say, since the 80s.
It's dramatically different. I mean, there have been tremendous athletes through every decade of the league's existence, but it's gotten better with improved training and more knowledge about the anatomy of the body and how to enhance its performance. But now it seems like great athletes are, you know, a dime a dozen versus 8 to a dozen back in the 80s.
That free throw, no good. Los Angeles making a switch here. McGee's checked in. He hits the second from the line. Here are the Lakers with the ball. They're on a 14-3 run right now. Back to Cook. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. And it's Davis missing. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for Chicago. Lays it up off the glass.
And Dunn is spectacular on the drive, seeking contact and getting it. Even more impressive that he makes these shots, too.
Here is Cook. Here's Caldwell Pope. Gets the 14-footer to fall.
A nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
Well, that's exactly the kind of defense that's gotten them into the hole.
Here's Gafford. Passes to Harrison. Down low. Dunn shot's good.
That is just grown man, big boy work from Dunn inside. Incredible athleticism really aids him in getting these types of shots.
Here's Cook. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Los Angeles. Quinn Cook. At the line for 2.
He misses the free throw. Satoransky's checked in for the Bulls. Morris is checked in for the Lakers. And he's good on the second. And here are the Bulls now. Now, Valentine. To the wing right side. The pass to Cornette. Knocked loose. Shoots the three. Hits it from three-point range.
Hey, I'm stating the obvious here, but he was very comfortable taking that shot. Not a defender in sight.
Here is Cook. Inside, here's Morris. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. And I just love the skill set that Markieff Morris has, Greg, at that forward position.
He really is a do-it-all type of forward for this team. Can step outside and shoot, but has no problem guarding anyone on the front line of the opposition.
First free throw is good. The Bulls making a switch here. Hutchison's checked in. And Morris drops them both. Oh, Chicago's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. Satoransky, the pass to Valentine. Back to Satoransky. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Harrison. A three ball. The shot, no good. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. A minute 50 left in the game. Pass to McGee. Here is Cook. Back to McGee. Shoots from the elbow. Hutchison with the rebound. And Chicago shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. And it's good for 2.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Los Angeles.
You know, their big advantage was points in the paint.
And they found a way to pound the ball inside, and that was working all game long.
And now, for the year, this is going to take them to 7 wins.
And in a 2-game season series, you always want to take charge of game 1, and exactly what they're doing here tonight against the Bulls.
And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for Davis.
Well, he was swatting shots all game long, really owned the defensive end and got a ton of blocks and really protected that rim.
And the Lakers have possession. After Denzel Valentine hitting the three. 41 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Caruso kicks to Cook. Offensive rebound. Chicago with the ball. They're on a 13-5 run here. To the middle. And the basket by Hutchison.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
And it's Cook with the ball for the Lakers. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
To the inside. Here's Morris. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exit.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Anthony, tell us the focus for the team coming into the game tonight.
Well, before we started the game, Coach came in and told us that we knew what we had to do. We were trying to stop a lot of their actions, and, our biggest focus for the game was guard the ball. That's what we did coming out of that timeout and never looked back.
And it led to a win. Thank you for your time, Anthony. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.